Hi, how are you? How you guys doing? Congratulations, man. I'm so proud of y'all. Like, how awesome is it? Like, you're in Beaver Creek. Is this like super surreal? Like, build those relationships as much as you can. Take contacts, follow up on the contacts. Like, one of my favorite tricks, I'll give you my game. One of my favorite tricks when I fly home, I write all my thank you letters on the plane. So when I land, all I gotta do is hit send. But I take all the business cards that I got and I type them up when I'm on the plane ride home. That way it's easy for me to just follow up, and then you never know. We've learned not only basic cooking, but then we learn professionalism, we learn hospitality, we learn how to interview, and then it turns into we're the future leaders. So for me, it's very special. 20-something years ago, we won't say how many 20-something years ago, I was actually a student in their shoes, competing, traveling around the country, getting to cook, and walking away with a full scholarship. So, you know, the money we're raising this weekend as we do Winter Culinary Weekend is going back to that organization, and we're going to be able to help more kids go to school in so many different cities. So really special to see this gumbo, to see this sopa de elotes, some beautiful stuff. So CCAP is doing it, and I'm just honored to be able to hang out with you guys today. We create opportunities for each other all the time, you know, and that's where you start to kind of build this relationship of, you know, you guys are going to bond because you're doing this together. That's something unique. But as you grow in your career, you're going to be like, hey, you should check this out, or I met this person, you should go check out that person. Like, it really is a network of who you're building. And Marcus, build that relationship as much as you can. Those are just good books, the Flavor Bible. Those are just good books to like use to bounce things off and be like, okay, that's what goes good with asparagus. So I know bacon, onions, mushrooms, lamb, all these things work great with asparagus. So then you start just kind of, essentially what we did on that word bubble, you use those books to help kind of guide you, and then you start to change the application. It might be a puree, it might be, you know, a simmer, it might be a braise, depending on how you want to do it. So your creativity is your limit, which is kind of the best part. And you find inspiration everywhere. I mean, you know, you're in this beautiful village and you see all this snow on top of these mountains and on top of these rooftops. Like, that's inspiration for a dish of, you know, I want to do this piece of rye toast as a bruschetta, and I want to create a goat cheese gratin on the top of it to resemble the snow that I see on top of the mountains. And now I've got this bruschetta dish that's created based on the inspiration that I had around me. And then what's in the air? What are you smelling? I smell a lot of smoke. I smell the camp, the fires, the fire pits. So the wood burning now makes me go, oh, I should add a wood element to this. I should add something smoked to this dish. So I'm gonna add some Colorado smoked mushrooms. So now I got this, you know, this dark piece of toast as a bruschetta because it reminds me of the buildings and the cottages and the villages. But then I got this goat cheese that's kind of resembling the snow, and now I've got this grilled mushroom that reminds me of the fire pits that are burning wood. And now you're telling a story.
I got a lot of applause at Beaver Creek for being a woman and being, you know, getting into this industry because it's mostly men. And I really want to go to culinary school. I want to do something with agriculture, like something about climate change, but I also, you know, I love agriculture. I'm really interested in wine, so hopefully learning about winemaking and having a winery one day, but the ultimate goal is to have a few restaurants and hopefully get a Michelin star.
The corn, the sweetness, the chili, the cheese. I mean, it's like elotes had a baby in a bowl. I never expected that this would be the place where I gained confidence in myself, where I gained purpose, where I found direction. When it comes down to it, the program you're in right now is teaching you a life skill. And it's a life skill that will allow you to go anywhere. Whether it's cooking or it's a completely different career field, what you gain in the kitchen, what you gain in this program is actually confidence, right? To look someone in the eye, to be confident in what you're saying, to have the respect of the yes chef, heard chef, I understand chef. These life skills that we get in kitchens apply to the world. And then the crazy part about right here is this is where I actually learned how to do all my CCAP stuff. So like right on this hood, I would stand here and make crepes, and I would make omelets over and over and over and over. And I remember getting served this. There was this girl in our class. She was deaf, and she was a phenomenal cook, man. She beat me so bad in one of the competitions. I remember standing here with my head down, and chef made me pick my head up.